Welcome back. This is the third session of Portfolio Design free course. This is Armand, the founder of cvfolio, and in this video we are going to talk about how to design a content page for your portfolio. Before we start, let's see what a content page is. The third page of your portfolio should be dedicated to your index. It should contain three main items, which are the project's name, and the year that you did the project, and also the number of the project based on priorities in your portfolio. I mean, for example, if it's the first project that you are going to present in your portfolio, then its number is 1, or it's the fifth project to be presented, then its number is 5. So okay, now the other thing that you should know is the style of your index page. You may want to present the page just graphical, like using shapes, lines, text, and so on, or you can include some pictures too. I mean, like the best pictures of each of your projects. Your choice depends on your style that you're using in your portfolio design process. So now let's create some samples for this page in Illustrator. Okay, imagine that you want to create a graphical design for your content page. So this first sample is dedicated to that. So I go here to the rectangle command and I draw a rectangle from here to here. You can change the color by double clicking on this rectangle here and easily just change it, but I want it to be with this color code. And the next thing maybe would be something like this. I draw a line from here by holding down shift and clicking on, for example, this point. Okay, and it's enter to finish your command, and then go to its settings, go to stroke and change it to, for example, white, and delete this fill color. Now the thickness is not bad, but I want to increase it, for example, to 2. Okay, and now I'm going to create another rectangle here by holding down shift, for example like this, and move it to this point. Okay, let's move back. It's a little large, so I decrease its size by holding down shift and alt. That's good, I guess, and I move it to this point. Okay, let's create some numbers here, for example the number 1 project, the year of the project, and the name of it. So I go to text and draw a rectangle like this, and I type 1. Okay, and the number of the size of the font is too much, so I decrease it, for example, to 40, and let's do something like this. Okay, and I bring it here, change the color to white, move it again to this part. Okay, a little zoom. Now maybe I change the font size again. 108 enter, or like this. Okay, and now I want to create the year, so I click on it, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and I have this number, double click, and I type, for example, 2021, and I do this, double click, Ctrl A, reduce the size of the font, or 20 maybe. 20 is too low. I change it to 28 and resize the boundaries and bring it, for example, to this part. Okay, I want to change the font size again, and I increase it a little bit like this. I think it's good. And now these are actually in the same axis. I like it. And now I go to rectangle again. I draw a rectangle here by holding down Shift and bring it to this point. Okay, and now I want to add the name of the project, so I go to this font, Ctrl C, Ctrl V here. It's bringing the line 2 because it's in a group, so I right click on it and go to ungroup and choose this line and hit delete. And now I want to correct its placement. Okay, change the color to white. Alright, the opacity, I guess, is too low, so I click on it, I go to properties and increase the opacity, for example, to 70. Okay, or maybe change it to 100 and change these to 80. Okay, these rectangles too should be 80. Okay, and change the name of this to, for example, a name like beauty salon. Okay, and you may want to add some descriptions to it, so click on it, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and bring the text here, double click, Ctrl A, and change the font size to something like this, and increase the boundary area, and start typing things like the name of the country and the city, something like those. So I type America or United States of America, Chicago. Okay, it's enough, because in the page that you are going to talk about your project, you will give some details about the project, so it's not necessary to put everything on your index page, just something that shows where this project is located. Okay, and I want to add some lines here, for example, something like this. And increase its thickness. It's enough. Okay. And another line, Control C, Control F to here. I resize the size of the line. Okay. We can bring this to here, and this line, the first point of this line, to here too. Okay. Now I have created my first project index, and now I'm going to click all of it by dragging and unclick the base, and I want to make a group out of it, so Control G, and now Control C, and then Control F, and I bring it here. Control C, Control F. This is your first design for your graphical page. Again, if I want to create another graphical design for my content page, we can do something like this. I go to this new page, Control 0 to fit the window, and now I want to bring another rectangle here, and I want to change the color, for example, to something like okay. So I've created this rectangle, and now I want to work very simple. So I just bring another line, for instance here, holding down Shift to this part, and I want to make some stroke for it. So I go to black line, and I guess it's good. It's actually too much. I reduce it to 0.5, and I make some copies. Control C, Control F, hold down Shift and right arrow to this part. Again, Control C, Control F, hold down Shift and use your right arrow key. Want to bring this rectangle Control C, Control V. And now I want to change the color to black. Okay, and I bring it here, increase its size by holding down Shift and dragging this anchor point. Okay, I want this ruler to be here, and now I bring this to here. Okay, or maybe I want to increase its size like this. Alright, and now the number, Control C, Control V, change the color to black and bring it here. Okay, it's good for now. I will reduce it later. And I want to add the description to here. Okay. I change the color to black. Alright. And now I want to reduce the size. Actually, for this line we don't need a fill color, so I disable that and I change this one to black. Okay, now I have to change some proportions here. I reduce the number of it to 23, and this one can be something like this. And here I change the place of this anchor point to here. Alright, it's all corrected, and I bring this down to this position and this line too. Okay. It's all good. And now the year, about the year, I want to bring it, for example, to this part or even this part. I go to arrange, bring to front, and bring it back here. Okay, and I want to change the color to black. Okay, and now I can just easily copy this, or I can change. So now I can easily copy these things that I've just created. So I click on them, I select them, Control C, Control F, and I bring them to this part. I guess it's good. Now I can add something called the content label. I can bring it to this part. So I draw a rectangle here, or even to here. Okay. It's good. And now I need a text in the front of this rectangle. So Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and bring it to the top. Double click on it, Ctrl A, and change the color from black to white. And again, I want to put it in the front. So I go to Arrange, bring to front, and like that. Double click, Ctrl A, and type contents. And bring it to this part. Okay. Change the opacity to something like 50. And draw a line to make it simple. From here to the end of the paper. Okay, it should be white, and the thickness can be 0.5, and change its opacity to 56. I guess it's all good. Okay, so you have just created your graphical design for your content page, and in the next video we are going to talk about how to create a content page with pictures of your project.